City Chiefs on Sunday night.
Well, today we have round 3, the Elite 8. The Kansas City Chiefs at home taking on the Carolina Panthers. The winner goes on to round 4 in the conference championship games, if you will. But here you have Pat Mahommes coming back for Carolina to face his old team. And Bryce Young is facing his old team. So who's going to flinch first, the kid or the vets? This is all coming up next.
Do they wear gloves? Do they take them off? Will they carry the ball high and tight to make sure they have good ball security? That's paramount in a game like this.
Here's the former Florida Gator Eddie Pinheiro to get us started.
It's a sloppy field out there.
From Kansas City.
There could be fumbles here. We will see Bryce Young first.
Now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards.
Bryce Young won 31-28 over Jacksonville and beat the New York Giants 20-17.
Young wasting no time, right to the air.
And that big play all the way to the 50-yard line for the Kansas City Chiefs. Well, he had no pressure on him, and if you have no pressure on him, you could easily pick apart a defense.
But a swarm of defenders were there, and they dropped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they had the ball, Pacheco. No, they go back to the pass. He's going deep, and it's picked off. The young kid threw the interception, and it will be the Kansas City make the Panthers ball. I'm shocked that he tried to throw the ball deep, but hey, got to take a shot sometime.
Guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions?
Now I wonder if Mahommes would make the same mistake.
And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive.
Carolina, on the other hand, on offense right now, beat the Steelers 21-7, and he beat the Lions 24-20, both on the road.
He's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has.
I think Carolina's plan is probably going to run the ball. Let's see. No, it don't look like they're going to run. They're going to pass the ball. Maybe they'll run with Mahommes. Let's see.
So after the INT, here's Mahommes.
He throws. First down. Panthers.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at
Panthers
17 yards is the pickup there.
did not win a game until this season. And now they're on a 2-game winning streak, trying to go for 3. The Chiefs were here last season and lost to Cleveland. No, they actually beat the Cleveland Browns 24-8.
Very nice route.
From midfield, here's Mahommes.
Mahommes got a man wide open, hits him. He's out of bounds.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because
The Super Bowl this year will be played in Chicago, Illinois, and it will be cold and clear there, I'm hearing. Play action. Mahommes hits his receiver. They're going up and down the field right now. He's fired up, playing his whole team. And a mistake was made by the young Bryce Young throwing that interception. He didn't get enough lift on the ball, and it was intercepted. Well, Mahommes finally hands the ball off. He gains yards after he was stopped. Get the ball at about 29-yard line. Well, if you're going to get some runs in, I think that's going to be a plus for the passing game, especially on a day like today. I didn't think they were going to come out throwing the ball like they were, both teams. It's another handoff. This time he gains nothing. Now, I'm shocked that they tried to run the ball on second down after they ran it the first down. Mahommes calls out the plays. He's ready to throw. He's going to run. He's going to throw it. He's got a man. And it's first down. A touchdown, Adam Thielen gets it in the end zone.
Adam Thielen, 30 yards. And the Panthers are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have to
Adam Thielen, former Minnesota Viking player, got that touchdown. He was on the sidelines. The defensive back was going backwards. And then at the last second, saw him grab that catch. He tried to make the catch, the tackle, and he didn't do it. And now the Chiefs are down 7-0. I don't know if Bryce Young will do this for the Chiefs. But you can never count out a team coached by Andy Reid.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Adam Thielen.
He's one of the, I think he's top coaches in NFL history. There's been some great ones like Hallis, Shula in Miami and Baltimore. Hallis, I think, only coached the Bears, if I'm not mistaken.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
I'm interested to see how Bryce Young is going to do now, or will they try to run the ball?
And a good return, able to get out across the 35.
Well, I was like shocked that they came out running, passing the ball. And let's see what they do on this possession. Will they continue on, even after the young kid threw the interception? Well, we will see coming up.
A calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game.
In the huddle right here. They don't have the greatest wide receiver crew available, and I was shocked at the reason why they were passing the ball.
At their 36-yard line.
They go it back to the air, and he gets the tight end, Travis Kelce. Some say Kelce will not be here next season, so Chiefs had better get to the Super Bowl this year, or their window is going to probably be over because he's not going to be here. Somebody's going to pick him up.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best,
they have got to run the ball at some point. He rolls out to the right, gains another catch. It's his, is it Kelce again? Bryce Young, except for the interception, has looked good. Something tells me this has got to be a running play. Or a fake. It's got to be a running play to the left, perhaps. No, they're passing. He throws left. Now, if the cornerback or the linebacker was turned around, that would have been another interception. The kid is making mistakes, and he just can't keep doing that.
Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
I wonder if the wind is blowing in this direction. It looks like it is.
In motion, the tight end Kelce.
The wind is facing the Chiefs. Goes sideways. He's going nowhere. He could have ran the ball doing that. At least he probably would have had some positive yards.
And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that.
The Panthers looking very dominant.
Terrific read, better execution
early
a
on,
lot of enthusiasm.
offensively and defensively. 3rd and 14. The kid runs. Set to 40. He will pick up a first down. He's going to get all the way to the 20, the 18-yard line.
Talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the
I really thought that when you run the ball like that, you got to be careful. It's rainy, it's wet. You're a quarterback. You're not suited for running the ball. You could turn that ball over again and give the Chiefs momentum. Well, at some point they will run the ball. I guarantee you that. It's here. He gets nothing. Well, they gave him 2 yards, but it looked like nothing from my end. In our next game, we're going to have the Buffalo Bills taking on the Atlanta Falcons in the playoffs. Game will be played in Buffalo. It should be an exciting game.
In motion, the tight end Kelsey. Young.
Run, Young. Gains a first down. Tough run. Very good run. One minute to go in the first quarter. A young kid playing as if he wants to be a winner here with Kansas City. He's throwing. Touch! Oh, he was so close to getting a touchdown. Bryce. And he's at the 1. Well, you got the chance. Just run the ball in. You're good. A little push. Running play. You should run the ball here, folks. Not pass it. I don't know. They run the ball. And he's short of it. I don't know how. He looked like he was on the. He looked like he was on the defense on that play.
You don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders.
This has got to be 4 down territory here. I wouldn't go for a field goal on 4th. Pitch should get it in there. He does. Touchdown, Pacheco. And this.
And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up.
Now, the crowd is really going to get into it with their fight song, which is a howl, an Indian chant. And that should help the defense.
These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession.
Well, we didn't get to hear it.
We resume action.
This is the Garlou Senior TV Radio Network.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Patrick Mahommes in the offense heading back out. He was 4-4 on that opening drive, including the touchdown pass, as he'll try again here to duplicate that success, starting with a first down. To throw, it's Mahommes. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Now here's Mahommes. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first-drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. KC's offense ready to take over. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Here is Young. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
They go play action. Young. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. 3rd down, Young from the gun. It's complete to Hopkins. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well.
Right now, the kid is surprising me with his confidence, even after that pick early in the first quarter. He's really played well ever since.
Young working out of the gun. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Well, it seems to me that the Chiefs' plan is to pass.
Only 2 yards to gain the first here. To the air once more, Young.
Oh, that was almost intercepted again.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
The kid is just making too many mistakes, but yet only one has cost him.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get
with all the passing that has been going on, you would have thought that it would have been a lot more points on the board, but it's only 7 for each team.
Right back to Hubbard. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job.
I didn't expect this to be a defensive battle, but it's looking like it is turning out to be.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was.
And he is going backwards on that one. You're going to have to punt the ball. The 2-minute warning is here.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
Okay, Google. Take a screenshot. Oh, it didn't work.
So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away.
He runs it back.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away.
Bryce Young, the kid,
finish this thing off in the end zone.
He's brought the Chiefs some stability at quarterback after losing Pat Mahommes to the same Panthers right here he's playing and facing today. He only made one mistake, and everything else has been pretty good, except for 3 interceptions he almost threw. Wide open, and the receiver, his balance took him out of bounds. He could have went down the field if he had more balance. First down for Bryce Young, trying to get some points in the second half.
Target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Bryce Young with Rice. Another first down at the 20.
16 more on that one and another first down.
Now they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage too.
Absolutely, great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays, have them on the move on first down.
You can actually run the ball if you would like. Got plenty of time. And he's trying to pass it again. Doing it in the underneath. And it's the ball at about the 12.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second down and a yard. Again, it's Young. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out.
I see this team like to pass on almost every play.
Has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. In motion goes the tight end.
You could run the ball at some point. They pass again. Gets a first down at about the 5-yard line.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Why would the Chiefs call a timeout? You got plenty of time. You don't want to leave time on the clock for the Panthers to get the ball and get in field goal position. Because that's what we're looking at if you just keep calling timeouts. I thought Carolina would be taking the timeouts.
To throw, Young.
Young, he's going to run it. He's going to have a... I thought he was going to have a touchdown. It looked like he was there, but that was really weird the way that looked.
Down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
That was a nice little run. I thought he would have got in there. This time, please run the ball. Don't need to pass the ball. Anything can happen with that. You got plenty of time. Don't. They pass the ball. But he will run the ball. Looked like it was a design play. And it's a touchdown for the Kansas City Chiefs. Well, after going down 7-0, it was pretty good for the Chiefs. Andy Reid, a Hall of Fame coach.
We want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Butker on for the PAT.
The kick is up, and it is good.
It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was Bryce Young who finished things off with a touchdown run.
You can hear the chant. What comes to mind is the Atlanta Braves, the Florida State Seminoles. They all use and display the chant. (14-7) Kansas City.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he's up across the
With Pat Mahommes, you can't count out a field goal attempt. You can't count it out.
One more time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
You can hit Thielen with a corner out. He has that speed, even at his age. And I sound like, what's that guy? Hank Stram.
A little under 30 seconds to go.
Former Chiefs and Saints coach.
Shotgun snap to Mahommes.
There you go. Up in the middle, you got to call a quick timeout.
Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now a 2nd and 2. Looking to throw is Mahommes.
He's got Thielen there. Got to call a quick timeout.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Get a corner out, get him out of bounds. You can save your timeout.
Throwing now is Mahommes.
Go out of bounds. He goes out of bounds. He was bullied out of bounds. That's a great play right there. You can do that again. Do that again, and basically you can get thinking about a field goal.
They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running,
go out of bounds. He don't do it. Got 8 seconds left.
You got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds.
That will be their last timeout. What you do here is try to get a corner out, get him out of bounds at around the 30-yard line, so that you have an attempt with like maybe 2 seconds left on the clock. Try to get to the 30 real quick. And out of bounds play.
Again, they'll throw with Mahommes.
You don't have that time. Well, he tried to do it.
He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Oh, he got it to completion. Did he get a completion?
Very heady football. That allows
Ooh,
them the opportunity.
that's exactly what I was telling them to do. They did it. They got the field goal opportunity. The kick is coming. It's up. And it is good. And I told you before that the Chiefs was running, passing the ball when they should have ran it.
As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
That was a big play to get that field goal.
We got a strong first half out of the running back, Isaiah Pacheco. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Andy Reid's coaching up the guys on the sideline there. Another young guy. Oh, this side, I don't even know his name, actually. Panthers will have the ball. They should have momentum.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Well, the Panthers going to take over here to start quarter number 3. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think they get back in balance. It'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Charles certainly is correct in that assessment, but they look like they are going to try to pass some more, unless it's a handoff.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Mahommes
They're passing. First, well, he didn't hold on to that one.
Accurate he's been throwing the football. We're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And they finally run the ball. They gain pretty good yardage there, 5 yards.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
They keep showing him on the going to the sidelines. Who else on that team?
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level.
Here's where Mahommes always seems to shine when you need him the most. 3rd and 5. Can he run for it? Will he catch it? He's fired up. It's a first down. Right now, the Panthers offensively is just making the plays.
For many people, that's not your standard play call in that third down situation. But for so many offenses, they just want the ball in the hands of their playmakers in open space.
It's safe to say that they're passing all game. That's their offense. And they finally run the ball when I said that. He gains 5 yards. That's actually good. It's good because the defense don't know what you're going to do if you can get some runs in there. You can run, you can pass, you can do everything.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5.
2nd and 5. He run again. It's going to be 3rd down and maybe 4.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
He certainly is. And right now, Mahommes, he's done this before. 3rd and 4, when it matters most, that's when he shows up. Will he show up on this play?
Receiver in motion left. To throw, it's Mahommes.
He is close. They're going to have to punt the ball. He would be about 2 yards. I thought it was 2 yards short. You could go for it. Looking like they will go for it. I don't know. No, they're going to punt it. if the Chiefs can go down the field and score a touchdown, they're going to probably win the game. This is an important series for the Panthers to stop them. Stop them now and get the ball back.
Have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Another play action. Young throws. Got him underneath. Got a first down. At about the 40-yard line. This is the drive for the season for the Panthers. They have got to stop them. Stop them now and get that ball back.
Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
The young kid is playing well. Will he make a mistake? Will he turn the ball over again? Will anything happen like that? We shall see. Throwing deep. Got a man. Big play. At about the 30-yard line. Bryce Young looks so good.
After the catch, is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk.
They definitely did flip the field position. Chiefs, I think, the Panthers should have went for it, I believe, when they were around the 50-yard line.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Especially when your defense has been giving up big plays all day.
From the shotgun, it's Young. Pitch and catch here to Travis
Kelsey. Look at that run. Determination.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football.
Pat Mahommes getting kind of upset. He will be here next season.
Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. 2nd and 1 now from the 21.
But they could lose some other piece like Chris Jones.
Now here's Young.
Incomplete pass. What Carolina needs to do is hold them to a field goal.
He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
You can run the ball.
In motion left goes a tight end.
They pass it. And you got Kelsey. Kelsey in his last go around with the Chiefs. He will be somewhere else. And whoever gets him, their offense is going to be pretty good.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice
team getting the first pick will be the Jacksonville Jaguars in the draft. Another wide open receiver. It's looking very good for the Chiefs in this game. Unless Pat Mahommes can rally his team back from possible 14-point deficit. That's 2 scores for all you young folks out there. He throws. Is this a catch? Touchdown, Kansas City. They're going to review this, of course. I don't know.
One to remember, well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it's in the...
And now, before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by
definitely will be reviewed.
They're taking a peek at whether or not
I don't know. I can't say with these angles. Ball. It looked like that left leg was down. It wasn't. It looked like it wasn't.
That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After review of the play, ruling on the field stays.
Wow. I really thought that left leg, inconclusive probably. The left leg that seemingly did not get down on the hit the turf. Now it's dire time. Oh, they're up by 11, not 10 points.
So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays, and it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown.
Third quarter coming to the end, and so is the season of Carolina coming up. Andy should have had a jacket on. It's raining.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
Don't count Mahommes out. He can go definitely down the field on this play, this possession. You can't turn the ball over. You got to get at least a field goal off this possession. Otherwise, the game will be over.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
We'll be back on the Garlou Senior Radio TV Network.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Mahommes can't run now. He's seen some determination on that one. You see that pass? That's determination.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose. And that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
Because if you don't have no purpose, you don't have nothing.
1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46.
They were here before. Should have went for it on that 4th down play before, but they didn't.
Now Mahommes.
Dropped the ball. Didn't hold it long enough.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
A third quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10. Now here's Mahommes.
And a drop ball. Well,
making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
And that was difficult.
10, a big play to start the drive, but
this is 2-down territory, I believe, for Oakland. For Carolina.
From the gun, it's Mahommes.
He's going to make some magic happen. Yes! He hits Anatheta all the way to the 24. Make it the 19-yard line. 1st and 10 and a quarter. We're in on that play. What a game this is turning out to be.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
On the Garlou Senior Radio TV Network.
We're back now in KC. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play.
Drenching rain.
Now it's
Mahommes, short pass.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down.
You got to come on with some big plays. Second and 7, gain 3 yards on that. You cannot run the ball. You shouldn't run the ball. You didn't want to do it all games. Oh, here we go with a running play. Well, actually, that was a good play for him. It's going to be 3rd, but he's running out of time.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Pat Mahommes has been fired up.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
I can see him running the balls at some point in this game to make a big play.
He'll drop to throw.
He's going to throw, and the guy does not hold on to the ball. You have to go for a field goal. That means get the field goal, make it an 8-point possession. There you go.
Eddie Pinheiro on now. From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
Well, let's see, it's wet out there. And it's a two-possession. It's a one-possession game, man. Yeah.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly.
You need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. At least you have that opportunity.
And there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Exactly. And don't put it past the kid throwing a mistake, an interception. Oh, it's wet out there. He could fumble the ball. And what a big return. And the Panthers did not need that. Bryce Young, 19 of 25, 207, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. They didn't put on the stats.
Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
Yeah, here we go. Will they run the ball? It looks like they're in the running position, running formation. There's a run, and he will go down.
Officially no gain on the play.
If I'm Kansas City, I would tend to keep the ball on the ground here.
Right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Defense has been strong all game, but they put it in the air. They throw. Kelsey, but he's going to be short of the first down by 6 yards. That means you have to throw the ball again. If the ball is incomplete, that's just like a timeout.
The offense on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Will he run it? Will they sack him? He's got a man. He got a first down at about the 40-yard line.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
It was a beautiful play. I think the Panthers, they got to stop him here. They got to stop him at some point. Chris Jones does not play here. Nice defensive play. He held him up. Gave him only 2 yards. The Chiefs are in field goal range. They're getting close to it.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Looking to throw.
Why is he passing? He gains the first, though. I'm thinking they're definitely in the field goal range territory. Panther season is coming to an end at the moment, unless there's going to be a turnover.
That's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Bryce Young, I can't believe this.
It's Young off play action.
Going deep. Got a man. Touchdown for the Kansas City Chiefs.
25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index, because now it's a 2-score.
As you saw the man, they were running the ball, boom, 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 throw it, passing a little short, dunks, then you throw it deep.
Or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far.
They definitely have.
is up to 15 now. A drive that time of 6 plays.
Pat Mahommes was here. He was in this spot last season with the Chiefs and won 24-8. Bryce Young will be here next season. But the Chiefs will lose Travis Kelce. And that will probably be the end of their power dominance.
Kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back on.
Pat Mahommes.
And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now.
They got to get it.
As you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every.
They are 2 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion from tying the game. That's a lot to ask for.
Looking to throw is Mahommes. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders.
I was thinking maybe they need to take the ball down the field deeper than that. You got to go deeper than that.
Touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Got to get out of bounds. He does not. It will go down to the 2-minute warning.
Before he works it past the 50. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
It will be raining in Buffalo, I'm hearing, when Atlanta Falcons will take on the Bills.
They've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. They'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard.
That's not really helping.
Back at the 47.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
Here's Mahommes. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Minute and a half remaining. Add 2 seconds. 1:32 on the clock. Bryce Young looking like he's going to do it.
You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
Mahomes to throw it.
He's got Thielen. Do you call a timeout? I think you would.
As they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
This is really the ball game because you have to get his touchdown and maybe just go for the extra point. Forget about the 2-point conversion. Then go for the onside kick. It's raining. Anything can happen. You can't kick the ball.
Mahommes.
Another drop play.
Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Mahommes will throw.
And there it is.
And that should do it.
Unbelievable. The game started early with a Bryce Young interception, and it looked like Carolina was going to take it and win the game easily. However, late in the game, it's Mahommes with the interception, and the Chiefs will take it easily. How do you like that?
He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
The Chiefs offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out.
Well, the season's pretty much over for Carolina, but they made some strides. They're going to keep Mahommes, but they might lose somebody else. They can only lose 2 people.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Chief offensive line doing well.
2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
Nice play.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
$1:12 left.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
Don't go out of bounds, and
brought down shy of the 40 at the 38.
Looks like he did go out of bounds. Oh wait, he okay.
As the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
You know, the Chiefs doing this, and they lost Chris Jones too. So it's something about the Chiefs that makes them keep winning.
Throwing, Young.
No pressure on the quarterback. The offensive line is just doing its job.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Patrick Mahommes in the offense. Down by 15. 56 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. Mahommes.
He runs. Got to get out of bounds. Didn't make it.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Mahommes.
And he goes down again. Game is pretty much over. Clock ticks.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
The Arrowhead crowd in full roar. Here's 3rd down. One final try for Mahommes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the
And the game is over. Final score 28-13. Chiefs take it. And it was quite easy.
So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
And the final score, once again, the Kansas City Chiefs, 28, and the Carolina Panthers, 13. So that wraps it up here from Arrowhead Stadium as the Chiefs move on without Patrick Mahommes as they got Bryce Young to be their quarterback. So on that note, so long, everybody. Enjoy your Sunday.